Howdy, and welcome to a new video. This is my first nail art video, or at least video that's solely dedicated to nail art. Yeah, I'm going to be making some press-ons in this video with some Polygel. But first, I wanted to make these really cute buttons from this button mold. And this was my first time ever playing with one of these, and it was a lot of fun. I'm using some of my shell gel polishes from Beetles. A little disclaimer, I am not a nail tech. I'm just your weird millennial aunt that has a lot of arts and crafts hobbies. I'm super messy and clumsy, and that's part of the reason why I mostly stick to making press-ons, because some of this stuff, you can develop an allergic reaction if you're not careful about it. But yeah, this is not a tutorial. This is just a hang out with me while I make some press-ons for myself. Nail art content is some of my most watched content on YouTube just because I find it so relaxing. And that's actually what got me into doing nails by myself, or for myself. What am I trying to say? But yeah, so I've been doing my own nails since 2020, the year the big old panini happened. And yeah, it's been a journey. I'm still honestly not that great at it. But I'm very stubborn and I enjoy doing it so much that I keep doing it anyways. But yeah, here you're looking at those cute little buttons. And yeah, I just made a couple because we're going to use them in this set. I'm using some long coffins. Long coffins are my favorite style of nail to wear. So honestly, a lot of things go wrong while I was making this video. I got really frustrated while filming this and I almost completely scrapped this video, but I think I've done that twice before now, and I just really need to bite the bullet and be less self-conscious about what I'm making. For one, I want to point out I do switch to different gloves. These gloves are really not that great for messing with gel products, but I couldn't find my actual gloves. But yeah, so my nail drill that I just got back in November, it broke while I was working on this set. And in this set, I'm using Polygel, and I'm going to be encapsulating some things like seed beads and glitter. And y'all, I hadn't played with Polygel in so long. I think it's been a couple years since I last played with it. And the fact that I decided to choose Polygel as like a video theme, I don't know, that's kind of wild that I did that. But yeah, my freaking nail lamp broke, and yeah, I had a hand file a lot, and you can definitely tell my right hand looks a bit different than my left hand, and yeah. I'll also talk about it later in the video, but I run into some issues with some of the charms that I made. Literally had a meltdown in the shower this morning about it, but it's fine. We are going to fix it. Basically, I filmed a failed nail set, but I ended up fixing the 4 failed nails. But yeah, here I'm just patting out the Polygel. Again, I'm not a nail tech, so I wouldn't say my technique's all that great. I'm just using a nude, like pinky nude color from Model Ones. And here I'm actually going in with some rhinestone glue because I'm going to start doing the encapsulation process. So the clear stuff that I use is not Polygel. I actually don't have any clear Polygel. I used like the UV clay gel from Saviland. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the consistency of this is much harder to file than the Polygel, which kind of turned into an issue later on. But I don't know, I still just really wanted to work on this. It's one of those things too where I know I just have to keep practicing, and that's the only way that I'm going to get better. I decided to add a little bit of heart elements in this nail set because it is getting towards the end of January and we're about to enter like the Valentine's Day season, which I love Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays, but I don't really like wearing explicitly holiday nails, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to do something where it was like pastel colors with heart elements, so like it could be a Valentine's Day nail set, but it also couldn't. It could just be a cute pinky tone nail set. I don't know. This is the clear UV putty stuff that I was just talking about. And I mean, I've most likely used way too much of it, which also made filing really, really hard. But I prefer making press-ons too because doing nail art takes me a really long time, and that's part of the reason why I'm so like stubborn about making my nail sets, because I put so much effort into them. You know, sometimes it can take like 8 hours or more to do like a really detailed nail set, and it's like if I'm gonna put in that much hours of work, I want to wear my nails and I need them to last as long as they can. So yeah, needless to say, I'm really glad I didn't give up, because now that I'm looking at them, now that they're finished, I enjoy them. Yeah, sure, the shape's not that great, but I still think they're really pretty and cute. We're starting to get to the charm portion of the video. I'm going over this Polygel with this regular gel polish. I just wanted the pink to be more of like a deeper tone. It was kind of more of like a light bubblegum pink, and I was wanting more, you know, deeper. Okay, so this is where I messed up. You see these little puzzle pieces? I wanted to add puzzles to my nails because I wanted it to be like a craft girl nail set, because I, you know, encapsulated seed beads, there's the buttons, and I wanted to add like a little puzzle piece, like someone that does puzzles. I thought that if I just, you know, put primer on them and then put base coat on them, that they would stick fine to my nails. And they did for a while. Like, I was, you know, like washing my hands. I washed my hands several times last night after I finished them, and I did some dishes. And so, you know, I was in a lot of hot water. However, when I took a shower this morning, they all started melting off because they are just cardboard. So yeah, this is a total fail, but I still love how it turns out. You guys will see what it looks like before I fix those nails later, because I do end up taking off the little jigsaw pieces, and I just really hand filed the nail, and I added some bows, which you guys will see towards the end. And I guess the the buttons and bows theme makes more sense. Like, I guess that's, I don't know, that's cute. I guess it's more cuter than puzzle pieces. I don't know. But yeah, here I'm just painting over the puzzle pieces with the little shell gel. Now I'm starting to just lay down some of the buttons that I made earlier and starting to lay down more gems and whatnot. I really love junk nails. Like, the more textured and crazy looking the nails are, I'm gonna like them. Even though they are very, like, they're not that practical. I have to double coat my nails and top coat just to make sure that everything is encapsulated well, because if I don't, you know, all the charms and stuff might get stuck in my hair, they might get snagged on things. But yeah, I just like it. And then it's one of those too where it's kind of zen for me because I don't have to think too hard. It's just kind of like, ooh, this shiny piece goes here and this pretty dot goes here. And I just keep adding stuff until I like it. Besides the buttons and the failed jigsaw piece, I did use some caviar beads. I used a mix of silver and gold because I actually like mixed metal. Like, I like the look of the mixed metals. And also some like slightly clear rhinestones and some rhinestones with like pink tint, and then some really tiny ones. And yeah, I just like all the little blingies. And here I think is like just my first layer of top coat. I think I might benefit from getting like a potted top coat just for the finishing touches on nails, because I go through top coats so fast when it's in this bottle form. Yeah, so as you'll see, the nails, this is how they originally turned out. Oh wow, so pretty, yeah. But yeah, those heckin' puzzle pieces, they did not like the water and they melted off. And yeah, this is what they looked like when I got out of the shower. The layer of the polish that was on top of them just melted off intact, and underneath you can see that the cardboard is just like melting off my nail. So gross and so disappointing. But yeah, I didn't want to just give up, and I didn't film it, but I did fix the nails. I filed the heck out of them after I removed all of the cardboard pieces that I could, and I used some of the bow charms in the middle tin. And yeah, I didn't film it because I needed my little lizard brain to take a rest. I was really disappointed about it, but since I filmed this video, I didn't want to stop. But yeah, me pulling out all of these charms at the beginning really helped, because yeah, I ended up having to use a lot more than what I thought. And now here is the actual finished nail set. As you can see, I added those bows, and again, buttons and bows probably makes a bit more sense. My cuticles look terrible, and again, it's because I started hand filing and I'm not very good at it, and I'm clumsy, so I tend to injure myself a lot. I don't do other people's hands, I do my own, so it is what it is. I just always try to be careful and make sure that the gel doesn't stay stuck on my skin. And even though the encapsulation of the seed beads isn't very clear, I don't know, this was still fun. Thanks for watching my video. If you don't got shit to say, how about you leave me some Valentine's Day themed emojis? I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button for me. And yeah, I will see you in another video. Bye-bye.